What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the Positionless Podcast. This is episode 25. We a quarter away to 100, brother.
Yes, sir.
We gonna do some crazy shit at 100 for sure.
Oh, our 100th episode. Y'all not ready for that.
All right, but today we're gonna be giving our power rankings, power rankings 2.0 type shit. After All-Star break, we're really about to get into a stretch where it's gonna matter for a lot of teams for playoff season and shit like that. So
Yeah, about 3/4 away through the season almost, so
yes, sir.
see how these teams mesh well after the trade deadline.
Yeah, I mean it's been fun after the trade deadline so far, but
Yeah, I do got a quiz for you today. Bringing
sir.
back that fan favorite. Guess the odd man out.
okay, let's go.
Some of them are going to be easy. Some of them are going to be harder than others. All right. First one we got 4 guys for every category. Alex Caruso, Bruce Brown, Peyton Pritchard, and DeMar DeRozan.
Caruso, Bruce Brown, Pritchard, and DeMar DeRozan.
Yep.
Caruso.
Really listen to those names.
Of course, Caruso and DeRozan played for the Bulls. Bruce Brown and Peyton Pritchard did not.
Yep.
Colleges isn't part of it.
Nah. This one's very, very simple.
They've all been traded except Peyton Pritchard.
Nah,
You
not
said it's
that
very
one.
simple.
Yeah, let me go through the names again.
Okay.
Alex Caruso,
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Brown,
Mm-hmm.
Peyton Pritchard, and
Oh.
DeMar DeRozan.
It's just Alex Caruso doesn't have the same initial.
Same letter as the first name.
That's
as last
crazy.
name.
That's crazy.
Okay. Next one, Jason Tatum.
That I just gotta say that was very creative right there for an odd man out. But all right,
Tatum, Luka, Giannis, AD.
Tatum, Luka, Giannis, AD.
The rest of these are basketball related, not just the names.
You're saying this one? Okay. Tatum, Luka, Giannis, AD. Let's
Yes, sir.
see.
It's going through that head.
I mean, Giannis is the only MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis is the only DPOY.
That's true.
Does it have something to do with like all NBA teams?
Nah, nothing that specific.
Okay. Well, I was thinking like one of them has never been first team All NBA, but I think they all have, except I don't know. Is Jason Tatum been first team All NBA?
Not sure. but
Either
it's
way,
not that.
Either way.
Three-
They all got a ring except Luka.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that one was simple as well.
I'm overthinking it.
Yeah, this one's a little bit tougher actually. LaMelo Ball,
Mm-hmm.
Darius Garland, Tyler Hero, and Cade Cunningham.
They're all 6'6", except fucking 6'7", except fucking Darius Garland.
Nah.
I mean, that is true though.
I know Hero 6'5",
Oh, Hero 6'5", really? I thought he was
maybe
a bit taller.
6'6".
But
Yeah.
I mean, they're all point guards right now.
Yeah.
Do they all average over like 8 assists besides Hero?
Nothing with averages.
Okay.
All these guys have done something this year.
This year. Okay, I was about to say they all went to college except LaMelo Ball, but
No. All these
this
guys-
year.
Yeah. And this guy hasn't.
Who was it? LaMelo, Darius Garland, Tyler Hero, and who?
Cade Cunningham.
They were all all-stars, right? Except Melo. Except
LaMelo
Melo.
Ball.
Yeah, that was just a crazy snub.
Yeah, he should have. I mean, he's averaging 30 and
For
7,
real.
so.
I mean, he was hurt though, right? Like he probably wouldn't have played, but he should have been voted an all-star in my opinion.
Yeah. All right, 3 more to go, or 4 more to go. Jimmy Butler, Paul George, Brandon Ingram, and Chris Middleton.
Jimmy Butler, Paul George, Chris Middleton, and Brandon Ingram.
Yes, sir.
Let's think here. Middleton, Paul George.
It's very this year, too.
Very this year.
Yeah. Very recent, I'd say.
You said Chris Middleton, Paul George. Who else?
Chris Middleton, Paul George, Jimmy Butler, and Brandon Ingram.
They were all traded except for. I mean, of course, Ingram was traded. Paul George was not traded. They're all traded except for
They're
Paul
all traded
George.
this deadline except Paul George.
Okay.
See
Let's
Paul
get
George taking a break from that podcasting. See that?
No, I actually did not see that, but I don't watch that shit anyway.
Neither do I. He said he's focused on winning a championship.
I don't know why, bro.
A little bit late, buddy. You're 20-37.
Yeah, wait, what the fuck? He said that?
Yeah.
Bro, you're not making the playoffs.
A little bit late, bud. You're
not
behind
making-
the Bulls and the Nets.
You're not making the play-in. You're like 1-9 in your last 10 games.
Yeah.
Joel Embiid is going to get shut down for the season.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, he has some serious knee problems. He's considering surgery.
You're like knee replacement, something like that. I saw something like that. That's
Honestly,
insane.
I feel like we're never going to see Joel Embiid that we saw last year ever again.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
It's unfortunate.
I'm not the biggest Joel fan, but that is very unfortunate, yeah.
Next one.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Edwards, Ja Morant, Zion Williamson, and Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose, Ant, Zion, and Ja.
Yep. Got some high
All
flyers.
dunkers, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, D-Rose MVP. Is it to do with All-Star? No.
Nope.
Has he been an All-Star?
He's been an All-Star, yeah.
Okay. Doesn't have to do with All-NBA, I don't think.
Nothing that they've achieved.
Nothing
Tell
they've
you that.
achieved. Is
Not
it the jersey number?
Not the jersey number.
I was going to say,
Even though I
because
think-
Ja and D-Rose wear one.
Does Ja wear one?
Ja, I'm pretty sure Ja wears one.
Mm.
I don't know.
I
Maybe
think Z
not.
might wear one.
That's what I was thinking, but never mind.
Not that.
They're all the number one pick except Ja?
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
First I had Kyrie in there, but he didn't really fit that high flyer, so I threw D Rose in there.
Let's go. Love a
Um,
D-Rose
mhm.
mention.
Yep. 2 more left. These are definitely the hardest 2 on the list. Joel Embiid, Bam Adebayo, Anthony Davis, and Karl Anthony Towns. 4 big men.
Embiid, Bam, Cat, and who?
Embiid, Bam, Cat, and AD.
And AD.
Mm-hmm.
You said this was a hard one?
Yeah.
Bam and Cat and AD all played for Kentucky, and
See, I knew you were going to say that. That's not it, but
Yeah.
it does have to do with the team that they've all played for, and one person hasn't.
Bam, Cat, AD, and who?
Embiid.
Embiid?
Yeah.
Team USA?
Who wasn't on Team USA?
Cat?
Yeah.
Okay.
They all played for Team USA this year except
Okay.
Karl Anthony Towns.
I was so confused. I'm like, these are all like one team, 2 team guys, and they've never shared their teams out.
Yeah, I realized after I did it that the Kentucky thing could work, so I
Yeah.
figured I'd use that as a hint.
Okay.
Last one here. We got Jaylen Brown, Jalen Green, Zach LaVine, and Devin Booker.
Okay, very similar archetypes here.
All shooting guards.
It was Jaylen Brown, Jalen Green, Zach LaVine, and Devin Booker.
Yes, sir. Definitely the hardest on the list.
Does it have to do with like 3-point percentage?
Nope, nothing that hard.
Okay.
They've all participated in something, and this guy hasn't.
A dunk contest?
Is that your guess?
Is Devin Booker in dunk contest? But no, Jalen Green hasn't done it either, has he?
Yes.
He did it early?
Yeah,
Then Devin Booker never did the dunk contest.
that's right.
Okay, let's go.
They've all
Why
participated
do I
in the dunk
not
contest except Devin
remember
Booker.
the Jalen Green dunk contest?
Probably his rookie year.
Okay.
My guess.
Still, I mean, I was coming on to the Rockets around that
I
time.
don't think he did anything memorable.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
I feel like I do remember seeing it. It was kind of just unmemorable, yeah.
Yep. Well, that's gonna do it. You did pretty good this week.
I did all right.
Yep.
I wasn't cooking quite as hard as I have other weeks, but
Just need some hints, and that's all you need.
yes, sir. But you want to get into our players of the week?
Yeah.
I think we talked about it a little bit before. We got a unanimous
Mm-hmm.
POW. Cade Cunningham
Yeah.
put up. Well, first of all, they're on a 7-game win streak. The Pistons. I mean, they're playing the Celtics right now. I'd love to see them push that to 8. But Cade has been the force behind that. In his last 3, he's averaging 36 and 10, shooting 54% from the field and 54% from 3.
Mm-hmm.
On Monday, put up 39 and 7 with 3 steals and a dub over the Clippers.
Yeah.
Bro's been balling out of his mind. Love to see it for him as well.
Yeah, definitely been balling, leading them to this 7-game win streak. He's got those turnovers down a little bit too,
Yes, sir.
especially when he's the only guy in the team that can handle the ball. You love to see it like that. Next guy, I gotta shout him out because I'm a Bulls fan, and he's been hooping this week. Josh Giddey.
Yeah.
He's averaging 25, 13, and 6.5 these
You
past
said
3
25, 13, and 6.5? Okay.
Shooting 72% from 3 on 4.5 attempts.
He's on a heater.
Yeah.
Damn.
What I like we're doing, we're letting him get the rebound on the defensive end and pushing it in transition.
That's his game.
That's his game. I mean, he's not a half-court player, so
No.
these adjustments has really
God, no.
helped him get in a groove. Hopefully, we can see that the rest of the season.
Yes, sir. I mean, I'd love to see Josh Giddey really
Be a good basketball player? Same.
or find a role that suits him.
Mm-hmm.
And if Chicago can do that.
I'm interested because he's a free agent this year.
Did you see that Chicago might extend Trey Jones?
What, I did not see
Yeah,
that.
they already got 9 guards.
I hope not. That doesn't make any sense at all.
I swear I read that somewhere, but either way.
It's not even like he's like a decent backup to run the offense.
No, he's not.
Come on.
No,
He's
let's
not
not
complete
hate.
trash.
He's not trash. I do think.
I don't want him on my team, but
I don't know what team would even need a Trey Jones right now.
no.
But my number 2 guy, kind of fitting that I got these players 1 and 2 because I got Jalen Green at number 2 right here. Of course, drafted behind Cade Cunningham.
Mm-hmm.
They're always going to have some rivalry attached to them. They've even spoken about it. So they've been having beef since before NBA shit.
Yeah.
Back in the AAU days. So either way, though, Jalen in his last 3 has been averaging 28, 5, and 6. 47% from the field, 47% from 3, on almost 12 threes a night, too. I think he took 12, and 11 threes in his last 3 games. So, yeah. And, Rockets have been struggling a bit, but Jalen's been hooping since All-Star, and I think March Jalen is right around the corner, brother.
You wish, brother. It was 1 year. It's a 1 year thing.
Hey, brother.
He already had his heater stretch.
He's heating up right now. March is in what?
Hey, I hope so.
2 days, 3 days?
When Jalen Green's hooping, he's nice to watch.
Brother, I guarantee you he's going to be putting up at least 27 points per game in the month of March.
It's a lot of points.
It is a lot of points.
You better hope that carries into the playoffs, though.
I do wish that it will, but I know March Jalen when I see it.
He's just heating up right now. He's getting ready for it.
Yes, sir. And the Rockets are going to, climb up the ranks a little bit because of it. I hope so, at least.
Yeah, well, they fell down these rankings a little bit. But we'll get there. But
they definitely fell down the power ranking since we last did it. But
my last guy, I just gave it to Aaron Wiggins. He's been a really good role player for the Thunder. I've seen a lot of Thunder fans. Really
we should have mentioned him last week.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
That's why I mentioned him this week. He's putting up like 15 on very efficient shooting the past couple games. So he could be an important role player that comes alive during a playoff series for them.
For sure. I just got to say, last week, there's so many good role players in the league right now.
Yeah.
I personally just picked guys that I like watching and I wanted to show some love to. But Aaron Wiggins, man, forgot about you, bro. My bad. But, my number 3 guy is Naz Reid. Been putting up 22 and 10 in his last 3, and he's just been playing a bigger role for them with Julius out. And offensively, he's been cooking.
Yeah, he's starting for them, right?
He's been starting for them, yes. Rudy and Julius is out. I think Rudy, I don't think he's playing tonight.
He's not.
He's got some back spasms going on. Julius, he's not even traveling with the team right now, but he should be back soon, I read. So maybe another week or so. I would just love to see Naz continue to be in a bigger role for this squad, and I'd love to see him start, but I don't know how realistic that is.
Not on that team.
Yeah, maybe next year, brother.
He's got an interesting situation next year. He didn't
free
extend
agency.
his contract.
Yeah, free agent. I think Nas could get a bag if the right team and has money. I don't know what team salary is looking like right now.
Well, didn't they trade Cat so they could re-sign Nas?
Yeah, for the flexibility to.
Yeah.
Him and Nikhil Alexander-Walker, I believe.
Yep. If they let Nas walk after trading Cat, I don't know.
Imagine if they re-signed Julius Randle and they don't re-sign Naz Reid. What would you do?
It'd be insane because I think Nas is just the better player, to be honest.
He is a better player, yeah.
And you can get him on a cheaper deal, even though I don't think teams are really giving Julius Randle the bag. No team out there is.
No. I wouldn't even call him it's tough to call him the better player because we both know if you need a number 1 guy, you're taking Julius Randle. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, yeah.
Like,
But to be a complimentary role player,
it's Nas Reed every single
Nas
time.
Reed.
And that's just the reality of the NBA. Sometimes you're not going to be able to get to do all that you're capable of because there's guys that's just better than you.
Exactly.
And there's only one ball.
When Randall is that guy, they could be a good team. They're not even close to a contender. Like we saw with the Knicks. When he was the guy, he got him to the playoffs.
They're not good.
He can maybe win a first-round series if you have great role players around him. You're not getting anywhere past that.
I don't think you think Julius Randle could win a playoff series?
I mean,
today?
No. I said in New York when he was All NBA, when he was really balling out.
Well,
He had great role players around him.
Maybe. I don't know.
I haven't seen that Julius in a couple years.
But you gave your number 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Let's talk about the games we assigned each other this week.
Yeah.
You assigned me Knicks versus Celtics.
It's not funny. A very intriguing game there.
Well, a little bit. I mean, it might look like a blowout, but there were definitely some interesting moments. But the Celtics initially were just firing on all cylinders to start off with, built up an early lead. With about 4.5 minutes left in the first, I just want to say I saw a play I really liked from this team. Jason Tatum brought the ball up, received a high screen from Luke Cornett, but at the same time, Sam Hauser approached the same top of the paint, like the elbow right there, with Brunson face guarding him. Mm-hmm. So when JT gets the screen on his left-hand side, he cuts down like he's going to drive left and then kind of swerves back around, and he got that switch, so Cat was guarding him. And he used Brunson almost like a screen, and he just got an easy dunk. So
yeah,
they must have known that Brunson was going to be face guarding Sam Hauser in a situation like that, and just used it to their advantage. So just a
great coaching from Mazzulla.
Just a neat little play from Mazzulla, yeah.
Nice.
But the Celtics just held a 10 to 20 point lead for basically the entire game until the third quarter, where the Knicks actually started going off. They went on like a nice fat 24 or 25-5 run right until the end of the quarter, and they ended up actually cutting it to 6 early in the fourth. But then the Celtics went on about a 6 possession in a row run, just getting a stop and a bucket each time on the other end to extend it back out to about a 17-point lead very quickly. Jaylen Brown, got to give him credit. He was the catalyst of this, playing stingy defense and getting back out in the break and just getting some tough finishes, hitting a couple threes that just demoralized the Knicks. So for the Knicks, it was a tough game for them. I mean, it looked like they were playing well, but the Celtics were just hitting their shots, and when the Celtics are hitting their shots, it's basically impossible to beat them. So,
yeah, when I remember watching it, I just thought, wow, the Knicks really can't do anything on offense right now.
Yeah, the Celtics defense was also really, really good the first half. So,
well, I found it interesting that the matchups they were doing, they put Tatum on Cat.
Yep.
They put Porzingis on Josh Hart.
Did you also see they were guarding the Knicks were guarding Porzingis with Miles McBride for half the game?
Did not see that.
Yeah. And then just doubling immediately.
Well, I mean,
they
when he's
Miles
just stretched
McBride
out on the perimeter, I guess it makes sense.
But as soon as he'd put the ball on the floor and get anywhere near the paint, they'd send a double, and it just didn't make sense to me because you're creating a mismatch for yourself, and now they're getting open threes off this double.
Yeah, if you're doubling Porzingis in the post and you're leaving all those shooters out there,
yeah,
definitely a problem.
I mean, I wouldn't even just say a straight up double, but they're sending help immediately.
Oh, of course.
Double is definitely different, but
it's going to lead to someone getting open, rotation, and that's what the Celtics are the best at.
Literally. They're the best passer. I'm pretty sure they've led the league in assists all year long, or at least assist percentage. So the Celtics are definitely going to share that ball, and they're going to find the open shot. So it doesn't make sense to put yourself in a situation where you're going to have to help.
Yeah.
You know?
Also, if I were the Knicks, or if you were the Knicks, would you try to post up Cat when they're guarding with Tatum? Because they didn't try it at all. They were just running their normal offense, normal actions. At least what I saw in the first half.
I probably would, yeah.
At least try it. I mean, I know they're doubling off Josh Hart, not the best 3-point shooter, but he can also drive and
you can
make a play
cut,
off of it. Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't try it at all.
Most definitely. I think sometimes the Knicks are kind of set in what they do, and they're not going to adjust in the regular season.
Yeah.
But, of course, you definitely want to see a cat post up when you have JT on you.
Yeah.
But, I mean, no hate to JT. He's a pretty damn good defender.
For sure.
He's a pretty good post defender as well.
I think
He can
Cat could
hold his own.
overpower him, though.
Not even overpower. Cat's slick. He definitely could have got a good shot.
Yeah.
If he just made a quick move. Like, you don't have to wait for the double. But either way, Jaylen Brown put up 11 of his 23 points in that fourth quarter. Celtics win 118-105.
Nice.
What did I assign you again?
Cavs Magic.
Yes, sir.
It was the game before the Luka against the Mavs game.
That was a good game.
Yeah, it was. This game, no Garland for Cleveland and no Suggs still for Orlando, obviously. I hope he's back soon. They really need him.
Apparently, there's nobody knows.
No timetable.
Nobody knows when he's coming back. That's just what I've heard, though.
Yeah. I mean, shit, I got him on my fantasy team. He's been on IR for a good minute now. So, I kind of need him.
I cannot play fantasy basketball, but
Slow start for both teams this game. It was both have great defenses. Cavs went up 10-9 with 6 minutes left in the first quarter, so it was really a defensive battle. But that was until DeAndre Hunter checked in off the bench. He came in and hit 3 back-to-back-to-back threes and really started I think it was a 16-2 run for the Cavs. Ty Jerome came in too with him. He was really balling at the end of the first, and the Cavs ended up going up 34-16 at the end of the first. And the second quarter, Ty Jerome still was on fire. He had like 2 threes to start out, and the Cavs were just going up. Their defense was also very good against Paolo and Franz. I mean, when you have Allen and Mobley down there, it's going to be tough, and especially when the Magic have no shooting.
Was this a blowout too? Like a big one?
It was very. I think the Cavs won by 40 points.
Yeah, I believe I saw Paulo after the game say like something needs to change.
Yeah,
I think he's really interested in like a real table setter for the Magic, like a real point guard.
I don't know if they need that. I think they need Anthony Simons.
Yes, but at the same time,
I think Suggs.
Every shot that Paulo takes is fucking contested as fuck. Like they don't run actions for him. They don't get him open looks. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Like every shot
he was just creating for himself,
and he's damn fucking good at it.
Yeah.
But when you're playing the Cavaliers,
they
have an Evan Mobley, they have a Jared Allen in the post. It's gonna be fucking tough.
Yeah.
To get your own buckets, time and time again. You know.
I mean, as great as he is, those fadeaway mid-rangers are obviously a tough shot.
They're low efficiency shots.
Exactly.
And as you said, as good as he is, you can't live off those.
Mm-hmm.
That can't be your main shot diet, brother. But I don't think it's his fault. I think it's the roster right now.
Yeah, they just need more shooting.
More shooting, and someone that can make a play for Paolo sometimes. Which
for sure.
That can be Franz, but they just don't do that.
I don't know if they really play off of each other well.
They could.
They could, but they still have like similar skill sets. They both want to get to the rim.
For sure.
And if you're running a pick and roll with Franz and Paolo, just switch. You know?
Yeah.
But the Cavs, they were running a zone in the second quarter. And so every time Paolo or Franz would get to the paint, it'd be a double team. Mm-hmm. And they'd kick it out to somebody and it'd be a miss like Cole Anthony.
Nobody's guarding Cole Anthony.
They're just not respecting
John Isaac.
Exactly. They just didn't have anyone to kick it out to.
Yeah,
I mean,
tough.
They somehow were only down 14 at half. It wasn't crazy, but third quarter came around. They tried to stay in the game, but it felt like every time they were starting to go on a run, Max Strus would just knock down a three, like contested three. Not even him, but like Dean Wade or Sam Merrill would knock down a timely three. DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah.
So there was just nothing the Magic could do. Anytime they'd try, so it would knock down a three and take back momentum.
I don't know how they didn't make a move.
The Magic.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I think Simons is just the perfect fit. You got Simons.
Could have got LaVine.
Suggs, LaVine too.
I mean, LaVine's a better player, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he also could have got him for less.
Yeah.
Levine just made the most sense to me.
I mean, you have the young player in Anthony Black, which I wouldn't really want him just because
Anthony Black's a good player.
He's good, but
he's like the
he's
same
just
exact
Josh
mold
Giddey.
of every single. He's not Josh Giddey.
No, but
He's a
same
better
mold.
shooter. But yeah, he's the same mold of Josh Giddey, Alonzo
guard.
Ball, even a Kobe White, a bigger guard.
Forgot
like
we
that.
extended Lonzo, so it's like,
yeah, I forgot.
why would
that
we
too.
extend Trey Jones at this point?
Why did you fucking extend Lonzo?
Well,
He
we
could
got
be
him
a
on a
real
cheap deal.
contributor.
We got him on a cheap deal, so I think if we want to trade him in the offseason or next year,
We'll see. I
we can get
guess
something decent for him.
we'll see, brother.
But yeah, Cavs went up by 25 at the end of 3. I just want you to take a guess. How many 3-pointers do you think the Magic made this game?
6
They made 5. They made 5 3-pointers, the same amount as Max Strus the whole game.
for real. I was lowballing hard as fuck. Do you know how many they took?
I
Like,
think
was it over
28.
20? Oh,
28. They
damn.
shot 18% from 3. You're just not going to come close to winning any games in 2025 when you make 5 fucking threes in the whole game. The same amount as Max Strus, which I thought was pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked.
But yeah, 122 to 82. Cavs pull it out. Ty Jerome, leading scorer, 20 points. He was just fucking around at the end of the game because it was such a big blowout, just shooting step-back threes, and he was making them. So
I
get
love
that confidence up.
that the Cavs have so many microwaves off their bench. Like,
Yeah. They got Hunter now.
yeah, Hunter's a big addition
Biggest microwave in the league, probably, him and Pritchard.
this year. Yeah, for sure.
And Ty Jerome, too, obviously. They got a deepish team now.
They do. DeAndre Hunter really got lucky. He got traded to a fucking good team, bro.
A great trade for the Cavs.
It was.
And I like how they're keeping him in the same role that he was with Atlanta.
Come off the bench and get buckets right now,
Get the
brother.
green light, do it, shoot your shots, and be confident.
Yes, sir.
You don't have to stay in that starting lineup thinking too much about what he's going to do, what's his role. Just come in and get buckets.
And I love that role for him, too.
Exactly.
See, I thought DeAndre Hunter was going to be like a 3-and-D guy coming in.
Mm-hmm.
He was for the first few years, so I'm glad to see him find a real role he carved out for himself there. But you want to get into our power rankings, or you got anything else you want to talk about?
You want to talk about that Luka debut last night? It was a great game.
For sure. I saw,
Not debut, but against the Mavs.
Well, yeah, first game against the Mavs. I saw a really cool picture of him like staring at Nico Harrison from the back.
Yeah.
Nico looks shook. But I also saw some shit like he shook every single Mavs organizations besides J Kidd.
Really? You didn't shake Kid's hand?
Apparently this is just Twitter bullshit actually, but like no, he didn't shake J Kidd's hands, but I don't know, I guess people think that J Kidd was really in on that shit.
I mean, when they interviewed him at the end of the first quarter, J Kidd, he's like, Luka's one of the best players in the world. We just got to make it tough on him. It looked like he was pretty depressed that he wasn't on his own team.
I don't know, brother.
I think if Kidd was in on it, that's crazy. I don't think so. Probably just Twitter bullshit.
Probably just Twitter bullshit, but
Yeah.
What did you want to say about it?
I mean, didn't have that crazy scoring performance everybody thought, but the Lakers look like a really good team right now.
They do look pretty damn good. I can't. I'm not buying into it though. They're not gonna look this good when push comes to shove, brother.
All right, let's get into our power rankings.
Mavericks are a really fucking bad team right now. They have nobody.
Kyrie was hooping though.
Kyrie was hooping, but who was their starting five?
Dinwiddie, Kyrie, PJ. I don't even know who started at center.
Yeah,
Was it
because
PJ?
It was probably PJ. Yeah, they just don't got any bigs right now.
Nah, Powell
Maybe
was
Dwight
back.
Powell.
Dwight Powell
yeah.
was back, yeah.
No.
Where do you want to start? You want to start up top or down bottom?
Let's start at the bottom.
Okay.
I got the Wizards at 30. I mean,
Wizards at 30.
I think they're the only team that hasn't won 10 games yet. They got
What?
9 wins.
Are they still at 9?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
as far as I know. Let me double check. But yeah,
I thought all the
Okay,
teams
never
were like
mind.
12.
they won the other night. They're now at 10 wins. But on Monday when I was putting this together, they had 9 wins.
Yeah, I mean, SARS looked okay. I saw he had like a 20-point game the other day. Didn't watch it, but good for him.
Yeah, SAR's definitely got some potential, but when you're on the team this fucking bad to start your career, and like there's nothing that you're building towards. There's nothing that it just feels kind of hopeless. I don't know how that.
What do you think it could stunt his growth?
Yeah, 100%.
This is first year.
But we've seen that with a lot of people, brother.
It definitely depends what organization you go to. You know?
That's one of the biggest factors of like I think how the rest of your career is going to turn out is because if you're taught bad habits immediately, which obviously there's not a lot of good habits going on in a 10-win fucking organization.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I for sure know what you're saying. Yeah,
But,
I've got them at 30. They just stink.
I got the Pelicans at 29. What about you?
I got the Jazz.
Okay.
Even though they have been okay. Still going for that race to get Coop.
There's definitely still the race for Coop, but Jazz,
Pelicans, I've got 28.
Okay. I mean, I'm definitely not going to spend a lot of time talking about these teams because
Not much to talk about.
I actually have the Hornets 28. Really fucking bad basketball.
Yeah.
Especially because they were in the play-in conversation when LaMelo was still healthy, but
Of course, LaMelo's out.
very ugly.
They've got no offense on that team with LaMelo out.
Nope. But I have the Jazz at 27.
I've got Hornets at 27.
Okay, so we got the same bottom four. That was very expected.
26, I've got the Raptors.
I've got the Raptors at 26 here, too.
We got at 25.
Fucking Philadelphia 76ers.
Got the 76ers here as well.
Last time I checked, they were 1-9 in their last 10. Barely, they're the 12 seed right now. Yeah, 1-9 in their last 10, bro. Lost 8 in a row.
That's just sad.
Stinky as fuck. Joel Embiid, as we said earlier, probably going to be shut down for the season.
At this point, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make sense to bring him back.
Especially when his knee's at 10%.
Yeah, which doesn't make sense 'cause he's barely played, but
They said, like, it was supposed to be a normal rehab process, and something went awry. And now he needs a surgery or, like, a meniscus replacement. Something like that.
yeah, I just saw he was seriously considering surgery. Is that right? Tobias Harris is top 5 in plus minus this year?
Since January 1st.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
That makes a lot more sense. Okay. But either way,
Yeah, the Sixers are just cooked.
very cooked.
And B, just get your surgery now so you can rehab in the off season. Come back next year relatively healthy.
I got to say, fuck the Sixers, bro. I've been Sixers haters for a fucking while. So I'm not tripping at all.
I mean, I like Maxey.
I mean, I've been anti-Sixers for a long time now, brother.
What do you mean?
I never
You just
liked
don't
Joel
like Embiid.
Embiid, and I never liked Harden.
Yeah, true. I mean, Harden was there for, 2 years?
Yeah, but I don't like Joel, so.
Now you don't like PG. Podcast P.
PGE, I'm neutral, but he's definitely been dog shit this year.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Tyrese, I'm pretty neutral about too. I know you're a fan, but
Of course. I've seen all over the place, Sixers fans are calling for Nick Nurse's head.
why? How the fuck is this
Talking
Nick
about his
Nurse's
rotations.
fault? Why is this Nick Nurse? Do the Sixers have their own pick?
Couldn't tell you.
It's interesting.
Probably not because the Harden trade.
Yeah, almost guaranteed not, to be honest. I don't know who has it, but either way.
I've got him at 25.
Yeah. Who do you have at 24?
That's where I have my Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, me too, brother. They've been pretty dookie as well.
Yeah, keep losing. Got that. We got that pick back.
Yeah, you did.
Keep getting modest minutes.
Just for another 8th or higher pick, right?
Huh?
You guys are
We always have the 7th pick.
you're gonna get 8 or higher this year. Promise you.
No, we're gonna get 7 again.
Last year you had 11.
Yeah, and we got the best player in the draft. So,
You really still feeding that shit, brother?
bro, I said that before the draft.
Nah.
I've said that before he went to the Bulls.
You knew the Bulls were gonna draft him though. Everybody knew the Bulls were drafting Modest.
What?
Because nobody else wanted him.
Nah, before the draft, he was projected to go a lot higher. I feel like.
He was projected to go a lot higher a year before the draft.
But even before the draft, it's like nobody thought Ron Holland was gonna go to the Pistons. Like I feel like after
Neither did
the
I.
first
but
couple, It wasn't even after
like,
the first pick in the draft. Nobody really
bro,
knew what was gonna happen.
I just feel like everybody mocked my Modest to the Bulls.
Not that I saw.
Dude, from what I remember,
before anything, I said Modest was gonna be the best player in this draft. Before
I
thought he was going to the Bulls.
From what I recall,
and that's still my personal
at
opinion.
that time,
he's got all the tools.
What I recall at that time, I kind of chalked it in already that Modest was going to the Bulls at 11.
Bro, what? I was
swear to
surprised.
God.
I was surprised watching the draft.
You thought he fell to 11?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't think his stock was that high at the time.
I mean, I feel like he could have gone anywhere between 5 to 12, you know?
For sure. But I don't know why, bro.
I
I
think
just
we
had
got
him
lucky.
penciled in at 11 already.
Hey, I'm
Fuck
happy.
that. I had him penned in, brother.
I don't remember any of that, but
That boy was painted in at 11.
I'm happy he was.
Either way, bro.
Future Hall of Famer.
Future Hall of Famer is crazy.
Future NBA champion.
Not on the Bulls.
On the Bulls.
On the Bulls.
Yeah.
You gonna
seen
keep
flashes.
dreaming, brother.
We've seen flashes.
You keep trying to talk that Cowboys.
He'll be better than
Bulls.
Bari next year.
Better than Bari next year,
Probably not next year, but like
Okay.
second half
Thank
of
you-
next year,
thank
he'll
you
be where
for
Bari
walking
is
it
right
back.
now.
brother. You are
I mean, bet we'll see.
feeling that bias right
We'll
now,
see.
brother. Better than Bari next year.
Probably not.
Okay. Yeah. Keep walking it back, brother.
But I mean, he'll definitely 1,000% be the better player in the long run.
Maybe
1,000,000%.
1,000,000%.
1,000,000%.
You're bugging out of your mind.
He
Man,
can
you
pretty much
respect
already
that.
do more on the ball with the ball in his hands
except
than Jabari.
He can't play more than 24 minutes a game.
Well, just like most rookies. All he said was he can't play 30 minutes a game.
Yeah, except most rookies have good players ahead of them. He just doesn't.
I mean, it's not because the player situation. It's because his condition in his body. Why do you think they did that with Wemby? He didn't play 30 minutes a game because his fucking body
But he's 7'5".
wasn't NBA ready.
He's like 7'3".
So
Modest only like 6'10", something like
he's a
that.
power forward, though.
Hey, brother. All I'm saying is if you can't play 30 minutes a game, you weak as fuck. Let me stop.
It's just getting his body ready for the NBA.
I'm not hating on Modest, but I think it's crazy to say that it's a 1,000,000% going to be better than Bari.
1,000,000%.
I mean,
I'm so
Bari's
confident
fucking
in
nice.
No, he's good. He's never gonna get close to an All-Star.
Sometimes.
Is he gonna be an All-Star?
Hear me out.
Yes or
though.
no?
Hear me out. Though.
I just want to hear your opinion.
Probably not. At least not if he stays on the Rockets, just because he has a lot of players over him. But I think he has a lot of potential.
I just
still.
don't think he has that self-creation level that Modest has.
I don't think you need to self-create to be an all-star in this league.
Unless you're Draymond Green
What the fuck are you talking about, bro? If you have a really good...
or Rudy Gobert.
I don't know, man. I don't believe that at all.
Bro, name an All-Star that can't self-create this year.
I don't know, man.
You can't because that's what they do. That's
Here's
why
my
they're
thing, though.
All-Stars.
I get it, yeah. But there's definitely got to be one that's slipping my mind, but I don't know. Either way, it's sometimes like I thought you were higher on Bari than I was. Because at the beginning of the year, you were definitely higher on Bari.
I mean, I still like Bari.
I
He
don't
could
know.
average like maybe 18 and have great defense.
I just don't know how you can like guarantee that Modest has a higher ceiling than him.
Higher ceiling, 1,000%.
You're saying Modest can create for himself more than Bari right now? Like,
Not right now because
so what gives you the thought that he has the tools
I've
to do that and Bari doesn't?
watch him play.
I've seen
He
Bari
has
create
flashes.
shots for himself too. He has
With the
flashes
fucking
as well.
mid-range pull-ups that are super inefficient.
Nah, brother.
Keep doing that, bro. You're not KD.
bro. Like no
Miles can
part
get
of me,
to the rim. He's more athletic.
no part of me believes that Bari like is gonna reach the super high ceiling. But I think he has I think you're underrating his ceiling just a little bit.
I just think Modest clearly has a higher ceiling.
I think that's just bias.
No.
I think they probably have the same ceiling because they're the same fucking mold of player for the most part.
Not even close.
So they have the same body.
Dude, not close to the same mold of player.
Okay, no,
Modest
they
is
definitely-
faster, more athletic, is already a better ball handler.
I don't know. I don't know what you've been watching, brother.
I mean,
But-
we'll see, bro.
I think Bari is a lot more skilled right
Who has
now.
a higher floor? Probably Bari. Who has a better ceiling? Modest,
See,
1,000,000%.
I would argue that Modest has a higher floor.
No,
'Cause I think Modest is definitely going to be a good player in this league.
he already is.
He doesn't fucking play 30. If you can't play 30 minutes a game, you're not a good player in the
Bro,
league.
it's
right
not that he can't play 30 minutes. It's that the coaching isn't playing him 30 minutes because he has a fucking rookie body. He's 18, 19 years old. Playing
That's
against
my point.
30-year-old grown men.
Okay, he's a
He
good
just
rookie.
doesn't want to get fucking hurt.
He's a good rookie.
Yeah.
He's not a good NBA player right now.
Yeah, he is a decent NBA player, dude.
He's on a fucking terrible team and he can't fucking start. What are we talking about?
He is starting. What are you talking about?
If you say so.
He's started for the past 3 weeks.
I don't watch the Bulls.
Exactly.
But I've definitely seen Modest play ball and, like, I don't know, brother.
I do know.
Okay. We gonna move on. But number 23, this is where I have the Portland Trail Blazers. They've been playing actually some pretty damn good basketball as of late. I'm pretty sure they're at least 6-4 in their last 10.
Yeah.
Let me double check that though. But either way, there's definitely some point in times where they show up for long stretches. This is another team where I think they probably should have made some moves at the deadline. Definitely sell some of those vets that probably could have had some value. At least a second-round pick and some contract filler. But either way, that's where I got them at right now, 23.
I've got the Nets at 23.
Okay.
They've been actually looking pretty good, too.
Yeah, I got the Nets a little bit higher, actually.
Stealing that play-in spot from the Sixers.
You mean the Bulls?
Hey, the Bulls and Nets are fighting for it, I guess. I think they're both in it, and the Sixers are 11 or Sixers are 12. And Bulls are 10 and Nets are 11. Something like that. Hopefully the Bulls drop out, but the Nets are right up close with them. They've got some wins recently.
Bulls are 10, Nets are 11, Sixers are 12.
Okay.
Nets are just 1 or 2 games back from the Bulls right now, so
Damn.
close but no cigar.
Yep, I got them 23. I got the Trailblazers a little bit higher.
So at 22, this is where I got the Spurs right now, man.
As well.
With no Embiid,
Your defense is cooked.
very cooked. They're not going to look good, but they might end up getting fucking Cooper Flag or some shit. You never know what can happen. So
I mean,
they also have the Hawks pick.
Mm-hmm.
Hawks, I think they're at 9 right now.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
But you never know. They could lose in the play-in, and that's just another chance at picking up a better pick. So maybe you package those together. But I don't think anybody with a number 1 pick.
Maybe not even trade for a number 1 pick, but trade for another player.
True.
I mean, you still have Vassell. You still have Castle. One of those guys are going to have to go because you just traded for Fox, I feel like.
What's the dream player that you can get right now? For
it's got to be a wing, obviously.
Yeah. Or a wing or like
you can trade
a
for
forward.
KD. I feel like he's too old.
I don't think the Suns are doing that right now anyways. Or at least
I feel like KD's gone in the offseason.
Hear me out. I think that too, but I don't think they're trading for picks this year. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're trading for 2025 picks.
I feel.
I think they trade for future picks.
But
unless you think they really want to,
you can get 2 lottery picks. Like Spurs are going to be in the lottery, Hawks are going to be close, if not in the lottery.
Yeah.
And then throw in Vassell.
I mean, Vassell is kind of a lot for
KD.
For KD, unless you're trying to win next year.
What other wing can you think of right now? That's just the guy that came to top of my mind because there are so many rumors around him.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of a player that would be on the market on a team that'd be willing to sell right now. So
maybe it's KD.
Maybe it is KD.
Or they just keep their picks and keep building.
I'll trade you Bari and your picks back and Freddie for KD.
Yeah, I mean, KD's going to go somewhere.
Yeah.
I thought you said you didn't want KD.
I lied. Well, I don't
He'd
think
be perfect for that team.
I just don't think they're going to trade Book.
Nah, they're not. Unless he requests it.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think he's going to do that either because bro's already the leading scorer in that franchise. Phoenix is home for him. He's been there for almost a decade now, probably. So
yeah, yep.
But at 21 is where I have the Nets.
21 is where I have the Suns, actually.
Okay, so I got the Suns at 20.
I've got the Trailblazers at 20.
Damn.
They've been, very good.
Yeah, they actually have been very good recently. But let me talk about the Nets. They're 7-3 in their last 10. They were 8-2 before I think they lost just the other night. But like I said, they probably should have sold some of their assets this trade deadline, and they didn't. And I think they're going to pay for that draft order wise. So whatever. I mean,
Yeah, actually, for the past 10 games, they've actually have the number 1 defensive rating in the league.
number one.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
They got Claxton. Cam Johnson's a good defender.
You said in the last 10?
Yep. Number 1 defensive rating. Right behind the Cavs, or right ahead of the Cavs, or Thunder.
I will say in the last 15, that's just what I had it on.
Mm-hmm.
Lakers are number 1, followed by the Blazers and the Nets.
Yeah. Blazers up there too.
Yeah, yeah. But either way,
this is where we start getting into some real teams in the top 20.
yeah. So as I said, I got the Suns at 20 here. They're 3-7 in their last 10.
They've been really bad.
8th worst net rating with a negative 5.4. They're looking specifically bad defensively.
Last in the league.
Even after trading for a Nick Richards type, like,
Yeah.
it's just bad.
They need
just bad.
I mean, when you have... I was watching the game the other night, Grizzlies, Suns. It went to overtime, but their main defender, they're like guarding Ja, was Beal.
That's
And
fucking
he's not
terrible.
like he was like getting that stance, trying his best, but you can't guard Ja. Like if your main perimeter defender is Bradley Beal and you have no rim protection, that makes sense. They're 30th in defensive rating in the past 10.
Yeah, they've been very bad. I called it, bro. That's all I can say.
Yeah. I didn't think they were going to be this bad.
I knew this team was going to be fucking bad. I just spoke bad.
Dude, Yusuf Nurkic was not that bad last year. He wasn't this fucking bad.
I told you he was one of the worst starting bigs in the league in episode 1.
I didn't dispute that, but I didn't think he was ship him to another team that bad.
Bro, he was sit him on the bench and get DNPs bad.
I know. That's the same thing I'm saying pretty much.
Yeah, but
It's unplayable bad.
yeah, bro. It's because
who's
he's
not?
trying to do too
Bobo's
much.
been cooking.
Bobo has actually been
He's
playing
looking like a
very
real
good
NBA
lately.
player.
But
Start him at center. Fuck it.
stop it.
Then starting at
He's
power
not
forward,
that
though.
good. He's not that good. Yeah, I think the issue with Bobo is just like sometimes you're just a little bit too confident, brother.
He's got that green light.
Play fucking defense and take open shots.
Huh?
But know what another problem is? Yusuf Nurkic just be trying to do too fucking much.
He thinks he's like
He's trying to prove that he's a good passer and that he's
Yeah.
fucking Jokic or some shit, and he just
exactly.
looks bad. He makes bad fucking turnovers.
He's overconfident. For
Fucking
sure.
garbage defender.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Came in with the Hornets. His first game with the Hornets, his first 3 shots were all threes, and he missed them all.
Yeah, man. That dude's got to get in the gym. Get in the fucking...
Get in the retirement hall. Sorry, buddy.
He's got to fix his mindset for real, though. Cause
Yeah.
bro, just play basketball. Don't try to be showing
If he
out.
wants to be a good team, you got to play your role.
For sure. But at number 19, this is where I have the Miami Heat.
As well.
Really?
Yep.
They've just been very mid defensively, and just the offense is really
It's been
bad.
bad.
Right
I mean,
now.
they really have Hero.
bad right now. In the last 15, they are bottom 5 in offensive rating. So right there with teams like the Wizards and the Nets and the Hornets. So
Yeah, I
Of
mean,
course-
they're just definition of a mid team right now.
has
I think.
Wiggins played for them yet? I don't
Wiggins
think so.
has played.
He has played?
At least one game, I think.
I don't know. I do think Wiggins does kind of fit in well with what they got there.
So do I.
If they have like a no hate to Tyler Hero, but I think they do need like a point guard.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think Wiggins should got to get more into his offensive bag with the Heat too.
that's true.
Like what we saw with the finals run with the Warriors.
Yeah.
I
He
don't know
was
if he's
hooping.
got that dog in him anymore, but I mean, we're talking about Andrew Wiggins here, first overall pick at one point,
I was
averaging
about to say.
25.
Maple Jordan, brother.
We know he's got that offense in him. He's got to
Yeah.
bring some of it to Miami if they want to be good.
For sure. Who you got next though?
Speaking of offense, I got the Kings at 18. That's really all they've got is offense.
I've got him at 17 right now.
Their defense absolutely stinks, but Levine just had a 40 ball for him the other night. When you have a guy like Levine, Monk, DeMar, and
Yeah.
Sabonis, the offense has got to be insane for them to win any games. And they're still fighting for a play-in spot right now, so decent team, just no defense.
What do you think the Kings do this offseason, if anything?
Shit, man. I mean, you just traded for Levine, which made no sense.
No sense.
Malik Monk is your starting point guard.
No sense.
He's not a point guard. He's a fucking
He's actually been playing
scorer
really
off
good,
the
though.
bench. No, he's been doing good in that role, but that's not what I want him doing
For sure.
to maximize him.
Yeah.
You signed DeMar DeRozan. I don't know how long the deal was. I think probably 3 years. So you got him around for another 2 years.
Yep.
I think they're just going to have the same team next year.
Seriously?
What do you think they're going to do? Trade Levine?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Sabonis.
They could trade Sabonis, but who would actually want Sabonis?
Warriors.
Yeah, that's facts.
I think I'd love
The Warriors,
Sabonis on the Warriors.
that's the only place where Sabonis
But I don't
would
think
fit
they
right
have
now.
any assets to trade for him.
You still got Kuminga.
That's true. They do have Kuminga, but why the fuck do you want Kuminga and DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine on the same squad?
You got to get rid of somebody. You gotta get rid
And
of
Keegan
somebody.
Murray. I didn't even mention Keegan Murray, who's a
Yeah.
better player than fucking Kuminga is right now, and I'm pretty sure they're the same fucking age. Probably not. I think Keegan Murray was a 4-year guy, but at least a 2-year guy.
Yeah, definitely close in age. I think Kuminga's maybe like a year younger, but
But Keegan Murray's a better player.
Eh.
What do you mean? Have you?
They're very similar.
I don't think you watch Keegan like that, brother.
I feel like they're very similar.
Keegan's a very good shooter sometimes.
Sometimes he's very streaky.
Yes, he is very streaky, but I still think Keegan's a better player.
I feel
He's
like-
a better defender.
Like I said, he's definitely a better defender.
He's a better
Like I said in the
plug and play player.
100%.
He can fit in a lot more. I'd take Keegan if I'm trying to win right now over Kuminga for like a
Depends on what role I need them in. But like I said this in the beginning of the year, you don't like. I feel like the Warriors system kind of limits players like Kuminga because you're trying to set screens, get the ball to staff, swing, set screen, cut to the
But
basket.
he can set a screen and fucking cut.
I mean, that's what he's doing.
That's on him though.
But like, he's not that super high IQ type guy. I feel like he's more just athletic. Give me the fucking ball, get out the way. I'm gonna go to get a bucket type guy. And I
know
feel
what
like
you
if he
mean.
got in that role, he'd be pretty good at it.
Man, now I want to see Keegan Murray on the Warriors because that
Just
would be
swap 'em,
fucking
just
good.
swap 'em. Keegan and Sabonis for Kuminga, Moody, Pods.
It has to be like
Nah, that's too
Draymond
much.
too. No, what do you mean Sabonis?
I know, but how much value does Sabonis have?
Okay, if it's Keegan Murray and Sabonis, you better give me Moody,
For
Pods,
sure.
and Kuminga.
And first round pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
But I feel like the Warriors are the only team that would legitimately trade for Sabonis. That's why his value isn't high. Because if I'm the Warriors, why am I giving you so much if...
maybe the Lakers want him. They need a big.
Nah.
What do you mean
You need a
nah?
rim protecting big.
I get what you're saying, but it's the Lakers here. Come on now.
Like
They're
if-
going to trade for an all-star whenever they can.
They're not going to... Like, don't make that same fucking Russell Westbrook mistake where you trade someone just because of the name and not because of the fit.
Even a
I don't like Luka with Sabonis. The offense would be insane.
I don't like it either.
The defense
I really
would be
don't like it
absolute
either.
shite. Especially with LeBron out there.
I don't know. What's a team that needs like I want to say Miami Heat, but the Kalal Ware's there now. And,
Yep. That's what I'm saying. The Warriors.
All right, three team deal. Rudy gets sent to the Lakers.
Maybe
Sabonis
cooking.
gets sent to the fucking Timberwolves. And whatever the fuck the Kings need to get back, they get back.
Yeah. Do the Lakers take that contract though?
Fuck.
And
no.
how they gotta give up some money too.
And
to take
Rudy's
that
still
in.
not the guy I want.
Yeah, I mean, like he's a good short-term fit,
For sure.
but
Very
definitely
short term.
Not like Mark Williams, the long-term fit.
Yeah.
Either way,
Man, I wish that Mark Williams trade went through and he was healthy because I would love to see Mark Williams and Luka get at it.
yeah. I mean, hey,
maybe the
Hayes is playing
Pelicans.
great in his role right now. I feel like he could still be the backup next year.
Give me the Pelicans for Sabonis.
Yeah, I mean, shit, him with Zion would be nice. Throw that lob, little give and go action.
For sure. Little dribble handoffs with Zion. Would
I
be
mean,
nice.
Sabonis can stretch the floor a little bit.
Little bit.
A little bit.
Little bit.
Like, he'll take him when he's open. He'll make him.
Yeah, he doesn't really go out there, though, a lot.
No, but, like, with those dribble handoffs, when
Yeah,
they're sagging,
yeah.
you know, he can pop it every once in a while.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Pelicans, not bad. I don't hate it.
All right, let's move on from the Kings, though. At 16, I got the Magic right here.
Well, who's your 17?
The Kings.
Who's your 18?
I didn't talk. Yeah, I got the Hawks at 18.
Hawks, okay.
Not much to say.
Yeah, I've got him at 17.
Okay. So we just swapped Kings and Hawks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say about the Hawks. Sorry, Hawks fans.
Yeah, I mean, Trae Young got that All-Star appearance. Shout out to him.
He's been having a bad shooting year, but I still think he's been having a good year.
Bad shooting year is just typical for Trae Young. Like,
Kinda,
no offense,
yeah.
but he's not an efficient player.
No, he's not.
So
But-
you kind of just live with it when he creates that much offense. I like what they're building over there. That's pretty much all I could say about them.
I do too, though. So yeah, at 16 I got the Magic.
As well,
I kind of
they've really fallen off.
want to put them lower, but I
That
couldn't.
defense is still there, though.
Yes, the defense is still there for sure. But yeah, we talked a lot about them earlier. And how
I think
that
they need to
offense
find a
is
big man,
working.
too. Big man plus that offensive shooting guard. Like, Goga's good.
I mean, like, what kind of center do you want for them, though?
I
You
know
know what I'm
this
saying?
person works for every team, but
Miles
Miles
Turner.
Turner.
Yeah, Miles
He's just
Turner
like-
works for every single
Yeah,
squad in the league.
fucking
But
just stretch
it's-
the floor.
The idea of Miles Turner is not Miles Turner because he's really not a floor stretcher like that.
Yeah, it's just like
So-
they respect him out there.
He's a pretty good rim defender, and he has like in NBA fans just he's a
Just
shooter.
the idea of him.
Yeah.
Fucking stretch five that can swat shots.
I mean, ideally, I'd probably want a Jared Allen for them.
Really? No, I want a guy who can stretch the floor.
I mean, he can hit middies.
He can, but like
That's all I need is a midi.
I'm not saying Vucevic would be perfect, but like
Fuck. There's no stretch bigs right now. Like,
I don't think they need a crazy defensive center like Allen.
Name a stretch big
Vooch.
that's good at basketball.
Chill.
Name a stretch big that can play defense in this league right now. Besides, like, Porzingis.
Yeah, like fucking Mobley, Chet,
Yeah, they're all fucking
4-5s.
very high value guys.
Of course.
There was another one that was on the tip of my tongue, a Cat,
Cat.
but he's not a great
simple stretch
defender.
big. But like if the Cat is the guy for the Magic, if like hypothetically, you know, I don't think you need a crazy defender when you have Paolo's a good defender, Franz is really good, Suggs would be great.
You're saying Cat's the guy over Paolo?
No, I'm saying like if you need if I were to pick any center for that team,
It'd be Cat.
just because it opens
Good
up the
stretch,
floor
yeah.
so much for Paolo and Franz.
For sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who the fuck I'd want for them. Like, realistically.
Or like Bam.
Realistically.
Yeah, realistically, I have no idea. But it's not Wendell.
No, it's not.
Wendell's a Walmart version of Bam.
Imagine if fucking Kalaware dropped, like, out of the lottery.
And they picked him up. That'd be insane.
that'd
That's
be
the guy.
super
That's the guy
nice.
for them
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Love thinking about hypotheticals.
They've got great building blocks. They still got some pieces to put together over there.
For sure.
So I got them at 16.
Who's at 15?
Got the Dallas Mavericks.
I got the Timberwolves here.
Okay.
Just not good.
Ant's just carrying them.
Yeah, and even Ant, I think he's getting a bit frustrated with the
course.
situation, which is understandable. A player of his age is one who went to the fucking conference finals last year, and his front office fucked it up for him.
Traded his best player or best teammate.
For sure. Not just they just haven't been a fun watch for me lately.
No, same. The offense is so stagnant.
Yeah.
It's like they're forcing McDaniels and Nikhil Alexander-Walker to be creators on offense.
I like Nikhil a lot, but
Just not really his role. Like
No.
he can make a play every once in a while.
yeah, I mean, I really loved how he played in the playoffs last year, where occasionally he is going to make a play for you just because you didn't have anybody else.
Yeah.
But it's not what I want to see on a regular basis. So.
Exactly. And then I got the Mavericks at 15.
Yep.
I really wish they had any type of big man right now. Like, I still think the roster is decent. Kyrie just goes back to that rookie Kyrie look the other night. Shaved that beard. He's got the stash now, looking like rookie Kyrie.
I don't
when he
think I
came
saw
into the
that.
league. Shaved. Well, he's got the beard here and the mustache here, but
Yeah.
shaved it all off. So
Okay.
looking like rookie Kyrie. Looks like he's locked in for the second half of the year. But obviously, still no Gafford, no Lively. Davis is still a week or two at least away.
A week?
At
I
least.
thought it would have been longer.
I'm just saying at least. He'll be reevaluated, as they say.
Okay.
So hopefully they don't drop out of the playoffs because I think they could give a team a scare in the first round or in the
I
play-in.
agree,
So
but they might, dude. They might drop out of that play-in.
I hope not. Kyrie's really just got to lock in.
I have the Mavericks at 14, so.
Then I had the Timberwolves at 14.
Okay. I think it will. We've been pretty damn similar up to this
I think
point.
this is where it starts to shake up a little bit.
Yeah.
My 13 is the Los Angeles Clippers.
Damn, brother. My 13's the Clippers, too.
maybe after this one.
I think top.
It does. I mean, the top 10 was really hard. Like, starting right here, I feel
Really?
like it got pretty hard just to order the teams.
I don't know. I felt like I flowed through my top 15 pretty easily. I didn't tinker too much with it. I did tinker a bit, but
I did. I tinkered a lot.
Tinkered a lot. Okay.
Yeah. But the Clippers, I really haven't watched them in a minute, but they brought Kawhi back.
The defense is still good,
Defense still great, of course.
but
They need Kawhi to
they're just kind of
up it on the offensive end.
Yeah,
If they're
yeah.
going to want to win some playoff games. Because as good as Harden is, he's still really inefficient in his old age. And Powell can't be your only guy.
For sure. Yeah, they're still like above average defensively. Offensively, though, is been a bit rough for them as of late.
19th in the past 10 games.
19th in the past 10. But I don't got much to say either. I mean, you pretty much said everything I was thinking as well. Kawhi's got to, take a little bit bigger role this second half of the season.
I mean,
We're
they
really-
did get some pickups.
Second third of the season. Some
Ben
pickups.
Simmons.
Oh, I forgot about Ben. I forgot about Ben Simmons. He's been playing well, hasn't he?
Yep.
Saw Chris Dunn locking up the other night.
They got one other guy. I forgot who it is, but I think they got a deep team going to the playoffs.
They made the Marjan Beauchamp
Yeah,
because
not.
KPJ's been cooking with the
thinking of
Bucks a
him.
bit.
I don't think he's getting no playing time with the Clippers. Sorry, man.
I'm just saying he's on the squad.
I know you were a
now.
big fan of him.
I wasn't a big fan. I was rooting for him because he was a Buck.
You thought he was gonna be nice. Don't lie.
Put up 80 in the Crawford League. What is that?
True? 80 points.
Something like that. Yeah, you didn't see that. Pretty sure he put up like 84. What is that league called?
The Drew League.
Not the. It wasn't the Drew League. It was Jamal Crawford's league.
Like the crossover league.
The crossover.
that
Yeah,
what it
yeah, exactly. Crossover.
Yeah.
I had high
But
hopes.
Bogdanovich, that's who it was.
Oh yeah, it is.
So very good pickup for them.
For sure, definitely a good offensive pickup for them. It's another team I don't want to meet in the playoffs.
Yep.
What are we at now, though?
Number 12.
Number 12. Number 12 is where I got the Warriors.
So I've got the Milwaukee Bucks.
I got the Bucks at 11. But the Warriors. Since
Warriors have looked really good since getting Jimmy.
They have. The only reason I got them at 11, defense has actually slipped a little bit. Their offense has gotten.
I think their defense is still very good.
They have been above average offensively and defensively in their last 15 games. They're on a 3-game win streak. The offense, particularly though, with Jimmy Butler, has been a lot better. Brandon Pajemski, particularly,
So much better.
has been a lot better in his games with Jimmy. His 3-pointer still isn't falling exactly how you want it to, but everything else looks better. He's hitting a lot more shots. He
Looks more confident.
looks more confident. I think the rim pressure that Jimmy Butler provides is a big reason for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds like you got him a bit higher, though.
I do. I got him a couple spots higher.
Talk to me about the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Bucks are kind of just stuck in middle land right now. You
Yeah.
got Giannis. I think Kuzma has been a good pickup for him.
For
bringing
sure.
That energy and athleticism that they don't really have with that old-ass roster.
No.
But I just think they're a good team, not a great team.
Yeah. I don't expect us to do much in the playoffs, but that's for another episode.
Mhm.
At 10 is where I have the
Wait, who you got 11? The Bucks?
The Bucks,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
At 10 is where I have Detroit, though. A 7-game win streak, as we said, going for 8 tonight. We talked a lot about him earlier. I don't think I have much more to say, but Cade's been hooping
Yeah.
out of his mind. Tobias, as I said, they put up a graphic in the game we're watching right now.
Yeah. Been the perfect vet for that team.
Top 5 in plus minus since January 1st. So shout out Tobias.
I've got him higher.
I've flipped back and forth on Tobias a few times now.
He's good for this team. He's not good for like a Sixers team, and obviously the contract situation.
Well, I mean, he wasn't. he was not playing well at the beginning of this year with the squad.
Yeah.
I think as the team's been playing better, he's been playing better as well.
I think he found his role more, too.
Definitely.
Learned how to play with a guy like Cade.
Who do you got at 10, though?
Well, I didn't give my 11. My 11
Oh,
was
my bad.
the Indiana Pacers,
Say less.
who was actually the second half of the year. They've looked sneakily, have been moving up the standings.
I got them a bit high. I got them a lot higher.
A lot higher, really.
Yeah,
I got the Pistons a lot higher.
Okay.
But they're my 11.
Yeah.
Their defense is still pretty mid.
Yeah.
Offense is above average, but it's not great. I mean, I think they're a first-round exit type team. I'd love to see them face the Bucks again. I feel like that'd be a good first-round matchup. Just because we both know
Pacers-Bucks?
they're gonna lose to the next team. Eliminate
Stop
one of the
it.
bad teams.
Stop it.
But yeah, I've got them at 11. At 10 is where I had the Warriors.
10's where you got the Warriors. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, since the Jimmy trade, when they've been starting Draymond at center, it's really opened up the offense, and Draymond still being that guy on defense, anchoring, not really anchoring the paint, per se, but the switch everything type offense is what they're going back to, and it's been really working out for them. Not a team I'd want to play in the playoffs.
The Warriors?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind them. At number 9, this is where I have the Houston Rockets, man.
You don't mind them, but who'd you rather play, the Clippers or the Warriors?
Probably the Warriors, man.
Hmm.
I think the Clippers have a bit more of a cohesive squad, a lot more depth.
Yeah, more depth for sure.
In the
It
playoffs.
really comes down to Kawhi.
Yeah, it does come down to Kawhi. I mean, I don't know. I'd rather see the Warriors, I think, though, because they're really dependent on a Steph Eater.
What if you're the Nuggets?
If I'm the Nuggets,
I'd rather face the Clippers.
really?
Yeah, I mean, that fast-paced. I mean, the Nuggets' defense is kind of pretty bad.
Yeah,
And
that's why I don't want to face a James Harden either, though. Like,
the Clippers' offense has been bad at bottom 15 all year, though.
that's true. That's true. I don't know.
We
If
know
I'm the
we know
Nuggets,
the Warriors are that Jokic kryptonite.
Wouldn't they beat him one time in the playoffs? Draymond cannot guard Jokic, I promise you.
Okay. And you got the Rockets at 9?
I got the Rockets at 9.
So do
man.
I.
In the last 10 games, they're 3-7. They've had a negative net rating, third worst assist percentage in the league in their last 10 games. So
I think they're really missing Freddie right now.
I agree. I do think they're going to bounce back. Probably not reaching that 2 seed that they were at again, but I do think they're going to finish probably top 4.
Top five for sure.
I'm saying top 4.
Well, I think they're 5 right now.
It's
Them
just
and
been
the
a
Lakers.
It's just been a rough stretch. They lost to the Jazz the other night, even with the men, Jalen and Sengun putting up over 70 combined. It just felt like a game that we really wanted to win, given that we
Got good performances out of your best guys, and it's against the Jazz.
and we kind of needed to win, like morale-wise, it felt like. But still top 10 for now. Of course, in the Western Conference, things can change very fast, and if they don't get back on track soon, man, they could be in a play-in situation maybe.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Is there any timetable for Freddie?
don't recall.
Not that I've seen.
You talk about your 9. I'm gonna look it up a bit.
Yeah, no, my 9's the Rockets as well.
Okay.
I mean, the defense is always going to be there, but the offense, past 10 games at least, they ranked 25th. Without Freddie on the floor, I think he does really. He is a great shooter, stretch the floor, and he's a vet that can make decisions for the team and run that offense like a real point guard. So I think that's hurting them as well.
For sure. I think one day ago reported he'll miss at least the next 2 games. He's missed the last 10 with an ankle injury. So
Yeah. Can definitely see it on the court. They're missing him.
yes, I mean we did get a win last night against the Bucks. Jalen Green talked about it earlier. Put up a lot of points. So
Yeah. I feel like that was a defensive win, though. Defense carried you. Held them under 100 points.
defense carries us every night, brother.
Yeah.
That's all we get is defensive wins.
That's
What are you
true, that's
talking
true.
about?
My 8 was where I have the Detroit Pistons.
Okay.
They've been fucking hooping in the past, not even 10 games, but the past 20 games probably. But past 10 at least, they're 4th in offensive rating and 9th in defense.
Mm-hmm.
And we know the offense has been there most of the year, but Cade has really just turned it up a notch, and the defense has come together.
Yeah.
Probably because they got Asar back.
They're up, 7 on the Celtics right now?
Yeah.
Third quarter.
I've got them at 8.
At 8 is where I have the Memphis Grizzlies.
Wow.
I had them a bit higher before.
You have the Pacers high.
I got the Pacers at 7.
Wow.
Yeah. But
Over the Grizzlies?
the Grizzlies are a weird team to me just because Ja has not been playing great.
Nah, he hasn't, but last night he hit the fucking game winner for them.
Yeah, but I put this together Monday.
Fuck last night.
Let me stop. But
No, he hasn't been playing good, though.
he hasn't. He's
Very
been playing all
inefficient.
right. But I think I've seen a mix of opinions as to why. Some people believe that it's because the offense is different now.
I mean, they got Edie in there.
He's not necessarily the main focus.
He definitely isn't as quite as he was before.
It's not quite. Ja's got the ball. Let's play around him. It's like let's run a real offense.
Yeah.
Which I actually agree with, and I think he has the ball plenty, but he's just been struggling.
I think it has the fact to do with maybe the same as Ant Edwards' situation, but Ant's a little bit of a better shooter than him right now. But when you have a guy like Edie down there, it does clog the lane up a little bit. I see him driving to the lane, and
For
4
sure.
guys crashing down on him.
But another problem is he can't stay, like he can't play a full fucking 10 games in a row. He's always missing games every year, and
Yeah,
he can't get in a rhythm like that.
for sure.
So I just going into this next stretch, getting to the time where I think it's going to get real competitive for seeding out west. I don't think they're going to be necessarily playing their best basketball.
I do. I still fully believe Ja is their guy. Like I've seen conversations is Jaren the best player.
I really want to see a fun matchup for the Grizzlies in the playoffs. Maybe a Rockets.
That'd be fun.
Somehow, if they match up at like 4-5, I'd love to.
That
I'd love
Brooks
to see
revenge series.
that. Dylan Brooks revenge series would fucking feed my family for months, brother.
Watch him get smoked in 5.
Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
Dylan Brooks is a dog, brother. Don't speak on his name like that. He's
He's
low-key
good.
become one of my favorite players to watch. And I was a big Brooks hater when he was in Memphis. I was pissed off when we signed Brooks. I
He
completely
brought that
flipped.
culture.
Big facts. He brought that
He
culture.
he started to shut the fuck up a little bit.
And he brought that competitiveness, bro. Shout out the villain. Dylan, the villain.
Yeah, no, I still have full faith in Ja, though. He has been struggling with his shot.
Yeah.
His confidence may be a little bit shaken. I'm still not worried about it. Jaren's probably been their best player this season, but it's still Ja's team.
It's still Ja's team, yes, but Jaren has been the better player.
Yeah, this year.
Yeah.
Who do I look for to be their guy in the playoffs? It's going to be
I don't
Ja.
know. Maybe one that can play Defensive Player of the Year and also give you 22
Is it him or Mob?
this year.
Yeah,
I think Evan Mobley. I want Evan Mobley to come down with it.
I think so, too.
I think it'll be nice for him.
Jaren's got his already.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be Evan Mobley though. I mean, the Cavs are such a fucking phenomenal team, and he really holds that fucking defense down.
So what, you had the
Inside
Grizzlies
and
at
out.
8?
I had the Grizzlies at 8,
I had the Pistons at 8.
and I have
Talk to me about the Pacers, man. You're a big,
Yeah, man.
you love them, huh?
I don't love them. I think they're playing good basketball.
They're the
in
7th
last month or
best team in the league right now. They've been playing.
You got them at what? 8?
11.
Oh, you had them at 11. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I had them at 11.
I think the Pacers have been playing good basketball, man. Their offense
have.
looks really good. The defense still not quite where it should be. I think they're still bottom half of the league defensively.
They always will be, I think,
Always will be. They're 16.
with
but-
that lineup.
What do you mean with that lineup?
I mean,
brother?
you got Turner is a good defender.
They're still one of the best passing
Siakam's
teams
not
in the
bad.
league, though. I like that offense a lot. They get the ball moving around, and I think it's going to open up a lot of threes for them as well. Tyrese Halliburton's been playing a lot better. So
I do like their roster, but over the Grizzlies, no. Over the Pistons, no.
okay, brother. I mean, over the Pistons,
Over the Warriors, no.
I'd probably move the Pistons up if I did it again. But I definitely think the Pacers are playing better basketball than the Warriors in the last month.
They have been close. I mean, I have them 11 and 10, so it's not like it's crazy. But my 7 is the New York Knicks.
The Knicks.
Yeah.
So you got the
really
Lakers.
Much to say. I've got the Lakers pretty high, brother.
Damn.
They've been playing really good since that trade.
I'm not buying in, though.
I mean, the only game I've seen them lose is the game against the Jazz. It's the game after they beat them, then lost to them.
Since Luka played?
Since he's been traded there. Maybe I'm forgetting a game, but
They definitely lost a couple games before he played, but
they passed. Well, I'll get to them later, but 7 Knicks. I feel like the Knicks are just a good team. Like, I think they're not a team that can beat the Cavs or the Celtics. I think they're a little bit limited on offense, even though they do have Jalen and
see,
Cat.
I like how they.
I mean, their offense is insane, but it's like
yeah.
their defense isn't very good.
No, not right now. No, it's not. But I think everything changes in the playoffs, man.
I mean, we saw last year Josh Hart hit like fucking 5 threes a game in that Pacers series. That's what's got him the win. They're going to need that from him because, like they did against the Celtics, they're going to put their rim protector on Josh Hart and force him to beat him.
You're not wrong. But I got the Lakers at 6.
So who's your 7?
Oh, no.
The Pacers are 7.
The Pacers
Okay.
are my 7.
Gotcha.
Lakers are my 6.
Okay.
Their offense has been very good, but the defense.
Defense has been good too, brother.
Has it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can check their rating. I mean, past 10 games, they're ranked number 3. Past 15, I think they were ranked top 5 still.
I just want to see. I don't know, man. I'm not buying into the Lakers and what they got cooking right now. They are top 3 in the last 10 games. Which
I mean,
is
Vanderbilt's
pretty
playing
impressive.
again. He's playing good. I just think they have such a big lineup out there with Luka, Reeves, LeBron, Hachimura, and Jackson Hayes.
I'm just not a
It's just
fan,
tough.
bro.
What are you not a fan of?
The Lakers.
They're a good team. Luka's playmaking is just insane, by the way. Like,
It
just
is,
watching
it
it the
is,
other
yeah.
night. He'd drive.
It's fun to see Bron be surprised by a pass.
Right? He's usually the one making it.
Because he's like, damn, brother, that's only I can usually see that shit. I stopped cutting for those years ago because nobody saw me.
Yeah.
But, hey, I think the offense is definitely going to be nice.
Yep.
But I think the defense might just be a bit of a morale thing going on right now. Everybody's bought in right now.
They are.
But you're
bought
going to
in
lose
right
2
now.
or 3 games, and LeBron's body language is going to be dog shit, and then everybody's going to fucking...
They're definitely on that honeymoon phase.
They
right
are,
now.
and I'm not buying it. I'm
It just
selling
looks
the
so
fucking
good, I'm
stock
buying
right
it.
now. Are you buying or selling Laker stock right now?
I'm holding.
You're holding?
Yeah.
You're going to hold till
Holding
it
my
goes to
stock.
0, brother.
I mean, it's not like they're going to, like a fucking, no one's looking at them to be a real contender.
It's the Lakers, bro. I know
They're
we aren't.
top.
We aren't, but when it comes playoff time and they're a top 4 seed,
They're a top 4 team in the West.
when it comes playoff
Yes or
time
no?
and they're a top 4 team, people are going to be talking about them like contenders.
I think they could
And they're going to fucking
give the
fail.
team. They can give the team like the Nuggets or Grizzlies a run for their money, man.
Do you think they can give a nugget?
I think they could beat them.
Just because they went all out and showed they ass, JJ Redick stayed up for fucking 2 nights in a row to beat the fucking Nuggets by...
You see that defensive game plan on Jokic, brother?
I don't give a damn.
That's just called good coaching.
Okay, but you
And
stayed
in the
up...
playoffs, he's gonna be fucking staying up.
Mike Malone wasn't even trying, bro. He showed up thinking it was a regular season game. And that shit wasn't.
Well, guess what? He's testing shit out for when the playoffs come. Redick's gonna know what
Yeah.
works and what doesn't.
LeBron probably got on his ass and said, we need to beat the Nuggets. If there's one thing we got to do is beat the Nuggets right
Dude,
now.
I think the Lakers legitimately have a pretty good team.
I disagree.
LeBron, Luka, Austin Reeves, Hachimura, Jackson Hayes. Obviously, there's still a question at the center position, but
I think it's
Jackson Hayes.
so many
Vanderbilt can fucking play that
streaky
small ball
guys,
five.
though. I think it's so many streaky
Who?
guys, though. Rui.
Bro, he's not fucking streaky, bro. He's a legitimate starter.
Rui's not
Got
streaky.
DFS too.
DFS is another streaky shooter.
Great defender though. Gabe Vincent's coming back in, playing like a
Gabe
good
Vincent's
backup point guard.
Terrible at basketball.
He's coming in, looking decent.
Don't
again.
make me smoke you again about Gabe Vincent,
Bro, have you been watching him?
No, I've not watched Gabe Vincent play basketball.
He's looking like a real backup point guard again.
I think it's literally gonna be like a 1 week, 2 weeks of this shit, and then it's gonna be back to fucking
back to the regular old Lakers.
Yes,
I don't
just
know,
like
man.
every single time.
I think they're a better team right now
I'm
than
not
they
falling
were
for
pre-trade deadline.
For real?
Dude, the duo of LeBron and Luka is better than the duo of LeBron and AD.
Yeah, probably.
It just is.
But I still love it.
You got that wing depth with DFS.
I got the Knicks at 5, brother.
Knicks at 5. My 6 is Memphis.
I'm sorry, I thought you gave your 6.
They have fell down a little bit recently, but they still do have fucking Jaren as one of the best defenders in the league. A good defense overall.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Wells, good rookie. Bane, he did start out the year very, very slow and bad, but he's slowly picked it up. I still have confidence in him to be at least a good player in playoff time. And like we just talked about, Ja, not a great shooting year. Turned the ball over a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I still have confidence in him.
Yeah.
My 5 is the Lakers, though.
Talk to me why you're so confident. I mean, no, you just.
I mean, I just we just
we just did, but
yeah.
I got the Knicks at 5, man. They
I just got a question for you.
What?
If they're in a playoff series, you taking Clippers or Lakers?
Clippers or Lakers? Well, I don't think anybody can guard the Zoo and Harden pick and roll. That's just gonna kind of eat you up all game long.
You don't think they got a game plan for that?
I mean,
help
if
off
JJ
fucking Derrick
stays up
Jones Jr.
two nights straight.
It's
yeah,
that simple. Help off Derrick Jones Jr.
Derrick Jones Jr.
Enforcing-
can hit a corner 3.
Yeah, he can.
especially in a playoff time.
I'm making him do it though.
Okay,
If he hits 5 threes, he hits 5 threes.
he did it definitely last year in the playoffs, so I'm not too concerned.
That was
about
PJ Washington.
Not to mention, no,
That was PJ.
definitely DJJ as well.
Yeah, no, he can hit him.
But you're also forgetting about Norman Powell and Kawhi Leonard are on the court as well. So
Yeah.
you help off one guy. It's not just like as much as you game plan it, bro. In your mind, when you see an open guy with a basketball, you're gonna run towards him.
Not if it's DJJ.
Stop it.
They just
brother.
leave him. Leave that
Okay.
gap defense.
Okay.
Obviously, it's not that simple.
Yeah,
I'm
no, not at all.
oversimplifying
Like-
it, but
Um.
I think that series is going 7.
Really?
Yeah.
It'd be probably a close series. You're right, but I still would think I would take the Clippers right now. Of course, if the Lakers had a center, I'd probably.
Hayes isn't bad though.
He's not bad, but he only doesn't look terrible because he's playing with Luka and LeBron.
But his defense isn't awful either.
I don't think in playoff time we're going to be talking about Jackson Hayes' defense in a
It's
positive
not like
way.
a freaking difference maker, but it's not like a difference maker and a bad end either. It's not like, wow, he really stinks, you know?
I think he's going to stink in the playoffs. What is your problem right now, bro? You're attacking us for no reason. But let me talk about the Knicks. They've
Okay.
just consistently held down one of the best offenses in the league, man.
Oh, yeah.
And I do think this team matches up very well in the playoffs with some of those scary teams in the East, man.
With the Celtics.
Yeah. The Cavs, if they get Mitch Robinson back,
They said he's actually going to come back like very soon, I guess.
I like the double bigs. And of course,
True, I forgot they have that potential. We just haven't seen it all year.
and it's going to take a little while to for him to get back into.
Wow. Asar just snapped Jason Tatum's ankles.
He actually did. That was pretty gross. Asar, he's a very good player. Oh god,
Yeah, he almost fell on his ass.
He's a very good player. He should have just finished that fucking shot with a
Yeah.
reverse lay, but either way,
yeah,
they
Knicks.
did just get wiped. The Knicks did just get wiped by the Celtics and the Cavs in their last 2 games. So of course, it's tough for me to say that. But I do think come playoff time, if they match up with one of those teams, I do think it goes 6 games at the very least.
Yeah, 6 probably, but I'm taking those other teams 100%.
100%. I mean,
Yeah.
you know I've been the biggest advocate of the Celtics are going to wipe through the league this year.
Never mind.
But I do think the Knicks would have a chance, like a good chance.
Fighter's chance.
a pretty, not just a puncher's chance.
I don't say a good chance. I'm giving him a puncher's chance. Against the Celtics?
Man, if the Celtics aren't hitting their threes, the Knicks can beat them very easily.
Yeah, for sure. But I guess the Celtics defense is way better than the Knicks.
Yeah, for sure. But
and
we don't
the
know.
Offense is the same.
We don't know what it's going to look like when Cat's playing 4.
Yeah, we haven't seen it all year.
Yeah.
I feel like they can't just throw it out there. I mean, Cat's been playing 5 all year.
They can try it, though.
Oh, they're going to run some lineups.
Yeah.
Not against the Celtics, though.
Like
occasionally, I guess, but I'm just not the biggest believer in this Knicks team.
Really?
I don't know what they need. I mean,
I
think
their roster.
They need OG and Macau to really be good on offense.
Yeah, they got to hit their shots.
Yeah.
Which, it's a make or miss league, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
I think either leaving them wide open.
Well, they're not going to leave them wide open. Only Josh Hart, really.
Yeah, but I think they definitely have a lineup where they can take Josh Hart out and put in McBride, and you got to guard everybody on that court. And now Cat's cooking. Jalen Brunson's getting to the fucking paint.
For sure.
And when Jalen Brunson gets 2 feet in the paint, chaos ensues. So
you can't let him into the paint, period.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
But you're right, for sure. Their defense is lacking. But they do have the guys who have the tools to defend.
They do.
The star players of both those squads. So
just not the biggest believer.
Hey, you're a believer in the Lakers, though.
I'm a believer in the Lakers over the Knicks.
That's crazy to me.
Number 4, though, we probably got the same team. Denver Nuggets.
Yeah,
they've really turned it up second half of the year.
For sure.
After that slow start.
The only note I wrote here was Lakers went ahead and did a full playoff game plan to beat these guys the other night. Basically, it's funny because JJ literally said, "I stayed up. I haven't slept in 2 days game planning for this game." It's just funny. It's just hilarious.
Shows his fucking commitment.
Shows his commitment.
Darvin Ham was snoozing at 8 p.m. Not even drawing up a game plan.
He wasn't even drawing up plays, motherfucker.
Exactly.
What are we talking about?
Go out there, salute.
Did you see? He had a whiteboard that just said, like, play hard. Some shit like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Nuggets are a great team.
Yeah, they are.
Very versatile with their lineups, too.
And, of course, Jokic.
It's
hard for me not to call him MVP, man.
He's the best player in the league.
Yes.
But his team isn't 45-12, so...
Another thing I called was Shea MVP, beginning of the year.
Hey, I didn't think Luka was going to get traded. You know?
Yeah.
I said Luka. I didn't think...
Even if he wasn't traded, though, he wasn't really in the MVP conversation.
No, he wasn't. He was missing time.
Man, I called a lot of things at the beginning of this year. Specifically, the 2 I'm going to hang my hat on are Suns are bad and Shea MVP.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like Shea MVP is a fucking hot take.
It wasn't a hot take,
you know?
no.
Bro finished second last year.
For sure. Then I'll just go with Sixers bad, Suns bad.
Yeah.
Because I did still predict the Sixers to be.
I mean, nobody expected this from the Sixers.
No.
Who's your 3?
Boston Celtics.
Same.
Top 5 in offensive rating and defensive rating.
Yeah.
Second in assists to turnovers. Still making the most threes in the league. And in their last 15 games, they've actually led the league in 3-point percentage as well. So
wow.
They're basically impossible to beat in a 7-game series if they're hitting their threes. So got them at 3. I would put them higher. But, of course, these top 2 teams are the top 2 teams for a reason. So
Yeah. I mean, like I've said before, that 3-point reliance, how much they rely on it, it does scare me a little bit.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I would take the Cavs over them in a playoff series.
Yeah.
I would, to be honest, but
you would take the Cavs over them?
I'd take the Cavs over them, yeah.
I think it'd be a very fun matchup. I think it goes to 7, but
same.
If they're making their threes, I don't think that you can beat them. So.
For sure, yeah. You live by it, you die by it.
Exactly.
But I've got the Thunder at 2 and the Cavs at 1.
I do as well.
Yeah.
The Thunder, their defense has just been dominating with turnovers, but at the same time, they give up the least points off turnovers in the league. They're very good with
transition defense.
not just transition defense, but they don't give up a lot of turnovers at all. I believe they're top 3 in that category as well. They're 11-2 in their last 13 games, but their only 2 losses were to the Timberwolves, including a overtime thriller Monday night.
Yeah.
So they're just a great team. There's nothing else I can say about it.
Had that game-winning block, I believe, on Shea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just a great team, and they got Chet back now, so they can finally experiment with the Chet and Hartenstein lineups.
I love the double big for them.
They have been starting. See, that's the only thing the Celtics don't have is the double big lineup, like all these other teams.
Horford and Porzingis?
Yeah.
No, let me stop.
Horford ain't no big.
Nah, he's not. Neither is Porzingis, really, so.
Yeah.
Nemias Kita.
Nemias Queta.
Is it Nemias?
That's
I always call them like Nemias.
Yeah, it's something. I don't know his first name, but yeah, he's a big guy for him. But
he was playing good to start the year when
Yeah.
they were out on big men, but
yeah,
damn, dude, the Pistons are cooking the Celtics right now. Malik Beasley's having a game.
Yeah. If only he was that good last year for the Bucks.
Stop it, fuck you. But let's talk about the Cavs, man.
It's just such a good team.
7 straight wins. Is it 8 now?
Yep.
8 straight wins. 9-1 in their last 10. Highest offensive rating in the last 15. Top 10 in the defensive rating as well. Smacked the Knicks by 40 on Friday. Beat the Grizzlies on Monday. They get quality win after quality win, and
They're just so good.
So good.
Especially after those trades.
Yeah. We talked about those trades earlier. DeAndre Hunter, microwave off the bench. Ty Jerome, been absolutely killing it this year. Who would have thought? A guy that's bounced around a little bit. He definitely got opportunities places, but
not like this.
He's really grasped that opportunity and made a lot with it. So shout out the role players because they're really the ones that are making this team this good this year.
Yeah, even Max Strus being that starting small forward,
or Dean Wade to come in and
knock down a couple threes,
play good defense.
Sam Merrill.
Before he got traded, Karis LeVert was having a great year.
Yeah, I mean, even in the game that I watched the other night against whatever game you assigned me, the Magic.
Yeah.
Ice Okoro came in, knocked down 2 threes, and played great defense.
That's all their guys do, knock down threes and play great D.
Yeah. They're really my title favorite for the East right now.
They are.
I think it'll be a Thunder Cavs finals right now.
I'm still leaning Celtics.
I mean, that's fair. They won it last year.
The West, one half of me is like the Thunder got it. And then the other half of me is like, dude, anything can happen out West.
I think it's either the. Well, yeah, I mean, Thunder are such a great team, but they are inexperienced still.
If you're thinking it's Thunder, Nuggets,
Memphis.
Everybody else.
I think Memphis is with the Nuggets.
I would not putting Memphis in that category right now.
I just think their defense.
If we're talking defense, then we're putting the Rockets there too.
Their offense isn't. They don't have a guy like Ja. And
they don't have a guy, but they got 2 guys.
They've got a great group of guys.
They got 2 guys that could give you 30 on any given night, and the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they do too. And they've done it in the playoffs before. If you're saying Ja can't do it, I mean you're bugging just because he's been.
I'm trolling.
Cold recently.
I'm trolling, but I think you got to give the Rockets a little bit more respect.
I'm just saying the top 3 in the West, in my opinion, are Thunder, Nuggets, Grizzlies.
What about them Lakers? No, I'm playing, but
they're probably 4, 5, or 6.
4, 5, or 6.
Yeah, those are the top 3. The next 3 tiers are the Lakers, the Clippers, and the Rockets.
I think the Rockets are above the
Lakers and the Clippers.
Above that, yeah, brother.
Bro, the Lakers have more wins than them.
No, they don't. The Rockets have 36 wins right now. Lakers have 35.
Who's a higher seed?
Don't give a fuck.
Who's a higher win percentage? Who has a higher win percentage, buddy?
You said they had more wins, brother. The Rockets have just played more games.
I hope that's a fucking first-round matchup because I remember months ago.
Lakers-Rockets?
You said, dude, Rockets are beating them in 5. Easily. They're not even close.
They have nobody to guard Sengun. I promise you they're beating them in the playoff series.
Yeah, and they have no one to guard Jokic either. And guess what? Jokic just had his worst game of the fucking year against them.
Okay, bro. JJ's gonna fucking die a fucking sleep deprivation before he can fucking.
He
guard
game plan for
Sengun.
Jokic. I think he can game plan for Sengun, buddy.
Nah, it's gonna have to stay up 2 fucking nights a fucking game.
Dude, bro,
to fucking
he'll
game
plan,
plan it, brother.
He'll game plan, buddy.
Let's see it.
You just saw his game plan against Jokic. Obviously, it's not gonna be the same.
No, it's
because they're
not.
different offenses.
Very
but I think
different.
he can fucking game plan. Drop a good game plan. It's not like Sengun's been great
Sure he
this year
can,
either
but
way.
can he
He's
make
missing
adjustments?
easy fucking
But
shots that
he
can
has,
make.
he has been.
Even 1-on-1. Fucking fuck it. We'll leave him 1-on-1 and let him
I
fucking
get it.
miss easy
I
shots.
get it. I get it.
Hey,
Bro.
a man in that corner, sag off.
Chill, brother.
Shoot that corner three. I hope you do, buddy.
A man's not a fucking corner sitter.
No,
A man's a mover.
yeah.
Yeah. Aggressive mover.
But with Sengun posting up,
He's a fucking shaker.
you just got to watch for that cut.
He'll find that cut.
He will.
Or he'll
but
fake pass to that cut and pass to Jalen out for 3. He's splashing that shit.
Rockets are a good team. They're a second round exit at best.
At best is crazy, though. I think there's definitely
They're
a
not
possibility.
making it to the Western Conference Finals, bro.
I just don't know how you can completely write them off. I don't know how you can talk in pure absolutes like this when it comes to the Rockets.
It's just my opinion.
I get it, but like,
Just like Modest of 1,000,000% going to be better than Jabari.
yeah, you're talking in absolutes, which is just crazy, bro. I'm gonna laugh in your face if the
Sure.
Rockets
They
make
have a
the Western
12%
Conference
chance
Finals.
of beating the Nuggets in the second round. I'll give them a 12% chance.
I actually think we've beaten the Nuggets in every single matchup this year.
We're talking about the playoffs, buddy.
Yeah, but that shit still matters. We have a better squad than them.
They have Nikola Jokic.
They have Jokic, but we have a better squad. And a lot of times
You just don't. You just don't.
we just
You just don't have the better squad. I'm sorry.
Okay, brother.
I'm sorry. When it comes playoff time,
I don't know what kind of basketball you watch, but we play defense in Houston. I don't know what they do in Denver, but they don't play defense.
I don't know. I know they have the second best fucking record in the West.
Okay,
That's
brother.
all I know.
We're literally. You wouldn't have said that. First of all, they have the third. Second of all,
Who's two?
the Grizzlies.
Oh.
Second of all, when Rockets were 2, you would have never given them that credit. So it's funny.
Who, the Rockets?
Yeah, they
'cause
were
I
at
knew
2
their ass
for
was gonna
90% of the
fall.
league.
Just like everybody else did.
Stop it,
They're a
brother.
fake 2
Stop
seed.
it,
They're a
brother.
fake
Stop
ass
it,
2
brother.
seed. I've said that before. I'll say it
And
again.
you're a real ass fucking 12 seed with the Bulls, brother. Stop it. Stop it.
What's that got to do with it? You deflecting because you know
I'm
right?
not deflecting. They
You
were
deflecting.
not a fake 2 seed, brother. They are the 5
were.
seed right now. They're 3 games back.
Bro, it can be a 4-2 series against the Nuggets. They're not winning though.
I just think it's crazy to talk in absolutes about a squad that has done more
Has
than
no
you ever
playoff
could have predicted.
experience.
They've
Besides Fred
they've
VanVleet.
already proven you wrong one time. How many times do they got to do it?
When?
You projected them to miss the play-in completely.
So did you.
No, I did not.
You had them at 10. Wow, you had them 1 spot higher.
I was avoiding bias. If I was being completely real, I
That's
would have
the
put them at 9.
Only time you avoided bias.
At the beginning of the fucking podcast, yeah.
All I'm saying, bro,
Bias is more entertaining.
they're not making the Western Conference Finals.
I'm not projecting them to. I'm just saying it's crazy to say that.
And if they do, whoop-de fucking do. Hell yeah, that's huge for them.
Yeah, it's huge for them to even be where they're at right now. Thank you very much.
I guess. Wow.
What do you mean you guess? When everybody in the world thought they were going to be a fucking 11-10 seed, and then they're now top 5 seed after All-Star break. That's a very big
It
accomplishment.
is. Wow. But it's like
I just don't know how you
think
can-
they're good enough to fucking beat the Nuggets. I just don't.
I get it, but there's a world where they fucking do.
Yeah. There's a world out
I'm
there.
taking the
somewhere.
Nuggets in
like,
a
I'll have
7
to look around the universe for a little
I
bit
agree.
to find the world, but
I'm
it's
taking
out
the Nuggets
there.
in a 7-game series too. But you're acting like it's impossible for the Rockets to win.
No, I'm not.
Well,
I'm
we've
not saying it's
consistently
impossible, but I'm saying I'm taking the Nuggets 10 times out of 10.
I just think you're hating.
No, are you not taking the
'Cause
Nuggets
we're-
10 times out of 10?
8 times out of 10, we got a cool 20% chance to beat them. And
Sure.
I'll ride that shit to the grave, brother. Fuck it.
That's basically what I'm
Give
saying.
me give me
though.
25.
Nah, I'll give you 12.
You're forgetting that this slip we've been on, we've been injured.
Yeah, Freddie's been out.
Freddie's been out. Bari's
Jabari
been
just
out.
came back.
Sengun missed a couple games.
Tari's in and out.
Tari's been in and out.
He'll be in and out the rest of the year, I feel like.
I hope not. He has a leg problem. He had like a tumor removed last year. I guess he had some soreness, but either way, we've been missing some games, and
I'd give
Missing
them
some
a
players.
better chance against the Grizzlies than I would against the Nuggets.
I don't necessarily disagree.
But they could also lose first round.
But at the same time, the Grizzlies play good defense.
They do.
The Nuggets don't. I mean, they've definitely picked it up.
They're bottom half.
They've definitely picked it up second half of the year, but
They're so versatile. Like, they can
definitely
matchup
matchup
at
wise,
the 4, or they can start MPJ at the 4
But
and
bro,
throw Russ in there.
Russ in the playoffs, that's not doing shit to this Rocket squad, I promise you.
I mean, but him and Jokic play so well off each other.
I get it, but I just don't. It's very easy to game plan against Russ in the playoffs.
Well, it's not like Russ is their guy. Like,
No, he's not, but it's a guy that you can.
Jamal.
Bro, I wouldn't play Russ in the playoffs because it's literally 4-on-5 sometimes.
That's crazy, though. Just because he's not a good shooter.
You just said the same shit about a men.
Yeah, fucking Russ can cut as well, buddy. He's
I get
great
it.
at
I
cutting,
know.
especially off of Jokic and making
with
the
Jokic,
plays.
I get it, yes. Very similar conversation we're having.
Mm-hmm.
but
So is Amen unplayable in the playoffs?
No. I'm not saying he's unplayable.
You just said you wouldn't play him.
But because he makes a lot of fucking mistakes when the ball's in his hands.
He does, but he also makes a lot of great plays, too. That you're like, what the fuck even just happened to Russell Westbrook? What are you doing?
Yes.
Oh, it worked? Well, okay.
Yes. He's definitely caught me with that
I
a
think
few
he'll be
times.
the sixth man, too.
Yeah, probably. But, like, I don't... I'm not scared of fucking Jamal Murray or MPJ or Christian Brown this year.
I'm not scared of anybody on the Rockets. I mean, there's one man I am scared of. It's Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, I definitely am. But we just have a better squad.
Overall, fucking around team,
Yeah.
maybe you guys having a little bit of an edge over them.
Yeah.
But when I take into account the best player in the world is on
I
the team.
agree. I'm not saying we're winning. I'm just saying it's crazy to write them off so quick.
Well, I'm writing them off.
Okay, brother.
No, like they've got a chance, but like, dude, I really doubt that they beat the Nuggets.
I
or
wouldn't be
even
that
win their
surprised.
first round matchup. Like if they go against the Lakers, it's going 6 or 7.
All right, brother.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers win.
The Lakers, they got fucking LeBron and Luka.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different when you have two.
Don't forget about AR-15.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about him. Just two basketball minds like that, and Luka can go off for fucking 50 any given night.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron, of course, the most experience in the world by far when it comes to this basketball shit in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So the Lakers, I'll give you that. I don't think we'd match up great against them either.
I mean, at this point, that's what it looks like it's going to be.
4-5 Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are 10.5 games behind the first seed, so are the Lakers, and the next team that's close, the Clippers, they're 15 games behind, so it's a pretty sizable difference. I mean, anything can happen at this point.
I definitely think there is a world where the Grizzlies slip down a few spots.
The Grizzlies or the Nuggets could slip.
Like I don't think.
But I'd rather play the Lakers than
teams
the
are locked.
Nuggets or Grizzlies in the first round.
I don't think any of those top 5. Well, let me not say the Thunder, of course, locks, but 2 through 5 right now, I think could change drastically.
They're close, yeah.
It could completely flip by the time we get to the playoffs. Like,
yeah,
they're all 2-3 games away.
If I'm the Rockets, out of all those teams, I want to face the Lakers though.
Really?
Over the Nuggets or the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but if we're the 2 seed, we don't got to worry about that. If we're the 3 seed, we don't really got to worry about that. It's really if we just end up at 4 or 5.
Yeah, yep.
So if I'm the Rockets, I'm fighting for every.
You're still
fucking
playing the
season
Clippers
win right
though.
now.
If you're the 3 seed, you're still playing a team like the Clippers.
Yeah, I like how we
Wolves
match
or
up
the
against the
Warriors.
Clippers. They're slow.
Or the Mavs with AD.
We're gonna get out in transition against the Clippers. We're gonna play at a place. We're gonna play at a pace that I don't think they can compete with. Personally,
I mean, the playoffs is different. It's more of a half-court game.
For
but
sure.
The Rockets
For
are
sure.
a very fast team, especially with the men out there.
yes. I don't see how Kawhi. Right now, I don't think he'd look good against our defense. We're not gonna let you get any mid-range shots.
It's Kawhi, though.
Yeah, it is.
Like, if he's zoned in,
is,
there's
but-
nothing you can do.
For
Like,
sure.
I hope he's still just ramping up right now.
For sure. But I don't got much else to talk about. Talked about a lot.
Yeah.
Talked about a little bit about every team, except maybe the Hawks. Sorry, Hawks fans.
There's really not much to say about that team. Shout out
just mid right now. But like we said, we like what they're building.
Of course. I hope Trey stays there. I've heard a lot of trade talks, but
Me too.
I think they've got a great role players building around him, like Reese Shea and Dyson Daniels and Onyeka and Jalen Johnson. You don't even have Jalen Johnson right now.
I just don't know if there's a lot of teams that would even have interest in Trey.
I can't think of one. The Magic.
Timberwolves maybe, but they have Dillingham now.
really just the Magic. They're the only
Yeah.
good team that needs a point guard, I feel like.
I would actually like that a lot. Trey on the Magic.
I like Anthony better, but
Really?
yeah.
I like Trey a lot.
Trey's a
Because
way
Trey's
better
gonna really
playmaker.
set the table. Like,
That's true. I think Anthony's just a more high volume 3-point shooter.
for sure, it's a give and take there. Do you want the high volume 3 guy, which
Or the
you definitely
playmaker.
need,
Yeah.
or a playmaker, which Paolo could run your offense, but do you want Paolo to score, or do you want him to run your offense? Like,
I hope they do something in the Magic.
yeah, they need to make somewhat
some
of a
calls.
move. Stop. At least take some calls, brother.
Yeah.
But
All right, some game that I have for you.
fuck yeah.
Friday night. Pacers Heat.
Pacers Heat.
Yep.
All right.
So you got the Pacers up there.
You said that was Friday night.
Yes, sir. 7:00.
'Say less, brother.
8:00. 8:00.
8:00.
A lot of games that night.
There are a lot of games that night. Damn. I'm gonna give you a Saturday game.
Cool.
I'm gonna give you Warriors Sixers.
I like it.
Should be some good offense played that game, at least from
Good
the
offense and
Warriors.
bad defense for
At
sure.
least from the Warriors. See if the Sixers can maybe get a good win against a quality squad right now.
Yeah, maybe by next week we'll get some official news on Joel Embiid if he's out for the year,
For sure.
which he just should at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think we said that a few weeks ago too.
Yeah.
That should just can the season.
Hmm.
But I don't got anything else to talk about. If you made it this far, boys, drop a comment. We appreciate you all.
Yeah, let us know who's better, Modest Buzelis or Jabari Smith Jr. for the future.
Yeah, in 5 years, who's gonna be better?
Easy question. Y'all, I already know what y'all are gonna say, but
Nah, stop. Either way, though.
appreciate y'all for watching.
Yes, sir. Give us a sub. Peace out, y'all. Have a good night.